It was almost midnight when 16-year-old Emily heard it for the first time. 3 slow knocks, not on her door or window, but from underneath her bed. At first, she thought she was imagining things, so she turned on the lamp and looked around, but saw nothing. She slowly leaned over the edge of the bed and looked underneath, but all she saw was darkness. She laughed nervously and went back to sleep, convincing herself it was just her imagination. Then, unexpectedly, the knocks came again, this time louder, knocking that echoed through the silence. Chapter 1. The Strange Sounds. Every night, the knocking returned with 3 slow knocks, always exactly at 12:17 a.m., and Emily told her parents about it. Her father searched the entire house but found nothing, while her mother thought it was old pipes beneath the floor, but Emily knew the sound wasn't coming from the house. It was coming from directly beneath her bed, right beneath where she slept, sending chills down her spine every night. Chapter 2. The Recording. One night, Emily decided to record the strange sound, placing her phone on the floor before going to bed, hoping to catch it. At exactly 12:17, the knocks echoed. Knock, knock, knock. She jumped at the sudden sound, which lasted only a few seconds before stopping entirely. The next morning she played the recording, initially hearing silence, but then, unexpectedly, a whisper appeared, quiet but clear in the playback. A tiny voice said, "Don't look under the bed," which made Emily freeze in fear because she never heard the whisper that night directly. Only the recording captured it, the voice warning her, and Emily knew she had to face what was underneath her bed, no matter how frightened she felt. Chapter 3. The Neighbor's Story. Emily showed the recording to an elderly neighbor, and the old woman became pale as she whispered, "I've heard that sound before," whispering about the mysterious activity. Then suddenly she disappeared without a trace, and no one ever found her, and the room had remained empty for years after that terrifying disappearance. Chapter 4. The Hidden Space. Emily's father finally removed the bed and lifted the wooden floorboards, expecting to find rats or broken pipes. But instead, they uncovered a tiny hidden crawl space. Inside the crawl space, there were old toys, a dusty blanket, and a small diary that belonged to the missing girl, revealing haunting secrets. The last page of the diary read, "If you hear knocking, don't answer," warning future visitors about the sinister sounds and what might happen if ignored. Chapter 5. The Last Night. Emily wanted to leave the house immediately, but her father insisted everything was just an old story, dismissing her fears as foolishness. That night, precisely at 12:17, the knocking returned. Knock, 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 echoing through the silence, and this time, Emily knocked back, trying to confront whatever was there. Suddenly, there was silence. Then something knocked even harder, causing the entire bed to shake violently, and the lights flickered out, plunging the room into darkness. And then, a whispering voice called her name softly, "Emily," sending chills down her spine as the room grew colder and more terrifying. Chapter 6. The Truth. The next morning, police searched the crawl space, discovering human remains hidden behind a loose wall where nobody expected to look. DNA testing confirmed these remains belonged to the missing girl from 40 years earlier, finally solving the mysterious case that haunted the house for decades. However, the investigators never explained how Emily knew where to look, leaving behind a chilling mystery about her seemingly supernatural knowledge. Emily and her family moved away just 1 week after settling into the old house. The house still stands today, its dark silhouette against the twilight sky. New owners have moved in several times over the years, but none stay long. Most never stay longer than a month before abandoning the place in fear. Neighbors say that every night something strange occurs within those walls. At exactly 12:17 a.m. a chilling sound echoes from an upstairs bedroom. 3 slow knocks resonate through the silent house, making everyone tremble. Knock, knock, knock. Would you dare sleep there? If you enjoyed this mystery story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more creepy mysteries every week. And tell me in the comments, what would you do if you heard knocking under your bed at midnight?